So I was just going to do a candling video. I've got some eggs here from, I've got some quail, Japanese quail and silky eggs, as well as some king quail eggs, which are very interesting to candle. So I will give you a bit of an example. So the quail eggs are about, what are we, 14, 20, they're 2 weeks. Actually, they're all 2 weeks. Okay, so this is in one of my incubators. And if we have a look at the chicken egg, if I put it over there, you can see that it's definitely got a lot of red going on. And if you put it the pointy side down, you'll see some air at the bottom. Sometimes you might need to turn it around to see it the other way, but there's definitely a lot happening in that egg, so it's good. And I've candled all of those eggs previously. So let's have a look at some quail. This is Japanese quail. So Japanese quail are a little bit harder to tell, but you can see that it's quite dark. So that means that there's definitely something happening in the egg. I'll show you one that I candled before that I know is, I'm pretty sure has got nothing in it. So this one, if I put it on, oh no, nice and dark, that one is as well. I think it was this one. Yeah, so this one. So if you see that, see how I'm getting a lot of light through that, and the color might be a bit hard to see, but it's green. You see a real green tinge to it and not much. You can still see the yolk, so it's definitely a big difference. So that one, not fertile, just remove that one. It definitely won't have anything happening in it. Let's see the king quail. So these are king quail eggs. They are very small, very hard to get out. So they're a tiny little egg like that, and a very dark shell. So they're often quite difficult to tell if they're fertile or not. And I'm not sure, my camera's going to really struggle to focus on it, but that one's probably good. Honestly, with the king quail, I just leave them because they're so hard to tell the difference. Not that you really need to know. Oh, there you go. So see how that one's quite clear? Definitely nothing happening in that one compared to the other one. That is very dark. But just because of the shell with king quail, I always leave them. So you can see that one's quite dark, can't really see through it. So that's candling eggs. You can usually tell with a chicken egg 5 days. If there's a bit of action going on, you'll start to see some looks like veins. It's actually blood vessels developing inside the egg. By 10 days, you'll definitely be able to tell the difference between a fertile and an unfertile egg. With a chicken and a quail, because the shell's spotty and a little bit thicker, comparatively, sometimes they're a bit harder to tell. So I would say there's really, some people will say it's better to take them out of the incubator after 10 to 14 days so that they're not rotting in the incubator and causing bacteria which may cause problems with the other chickens. Yeah, and it hasn't been my experience. I will often just leave all the eggs in there until they hatch, and the ones that don't hatch, I just chuck them away. And I seem to get really good hatch rates. But yeah, definitely don't take them out before probably 2 weeks, 14 days, just to be absolutely certain